Welcome to our Asian Star Trend channel. Today we have the following news, hope you and your friends follow along. A love that echoes after the credits, Yu Long and Yang Mie Mie's emotional masterclass in The World is Gentle with Me. There's something profoundly rare about a mini-series that lingers in your chest long after the final scene fades. The World is Gentle with Me is one of those rare gems not because of an explosive plot or high-budget production, but because of the quiet, searing authenticity at its core. What elevates it beyond its modest format is the magnetic pairing of Yu Long and Yang Mie Mie, two actors whose chemistry doesn't just spark, it smolders. The story centers on Si Boyan, a man seemingly carved from restraint, and Yang Rongrong, a woman whose vulnerability is her strength. At first glance, the narrative might seem simple: a reserved man, an open-hearted woman, a love that grows in silences rather than declarations. But beneath this simplicity lies something hauntingly tender. It's in the details, a hesitation before reaching out, the flicker of emotion behind an unsaid word, the way their gazes hold just a second too long. These aren't just performances, they are emotional truths. Yu Long's portrayal of Si Boyan is quietly staggering. With just a look, he conveys a lifetime of longing, loss, and self-protection. There's a particular scene, no grand monologue, just a pause, a shift in breath where Boyan looks at Rongrong like she's the last light in a world that has gone dark. That moment alone explains why audiences have become obsessed with Yu Long's nuanced expression of inner torment. His Boyan is not broken, but weathered, and the weight of his love is all the more poignant because it is so carefully hidden. Opposite him, Yang Mie Mie brings something rare, emotional clarity without melodrama. Her Yan Rongrong doesn't chase love recklessly, instead, she opens herself to it with grace, humor, and a raw honesty that makes you want to protect her. There's a scene where she laughs through tears, and it lands like a punch to the gut, not because it's dramatic, but because it's so real. Her expressions, often wordless, carry volumes. She invites the audience into Rongrong's journey with a kind of radical vulnerability that's impossible to look away from. What makes this drama especially compelling is how it treats silence. It doesn't fear it. Instead, it uses stillness the way some stories use music. In those silences, Boyan and Rongrong speak to each other and to us more clearly than words ever could. Their relationship evolves not through fiery declarations, but through shared moments, peeling fruit, sitting side by side in quiet understanding, exchanging glances that say "I see you" when words would fail. In a genre often saturated with clichés, The World is Gentle with Me feels like a balm. It reminds us that love can be slow, awkward, painful, and still infinitely beautiful. It doesn't demand grandeur, it thrives in the soft, broken places we often try to hide. Yu Long and Yang Mie Mie don't just play lovers, they embody the ache and hope of two people trying, bravely, to meet each other halfway. And in doing so, they give us something that doesn't end with the credits, a story that lives on in memory, long after the screen fades to black. Then boom, a twist you never saw coming resets everything you thought you knew. Yet it never feels manipulative. Every beat earns its place. What makes The World is Gentle with Me linger isn't just the chemistry or the writing, it's the way it reminds us that even fleeting connections can echo forever. It's storytelling that whispers, life is messy, people are complicated, but gentleness can be revolutionary. Watch it not just for the tears or the laughs, but for the reminder that stories, even short ones, can change the way we look at our own love, loyalty, and a dash of madness. Yu Long and Yang Mie Mie Dazzle in The Foolish Heiress and Her Devoted Third Uncle. If you're in the mood for something equal parts mysterious, moving, and unexpectedly heartwarming, The Foolish Heiress and Her Devoted Third Uncle might just be your next emotional roller coaster. Starring Yu Long as the enigmatic Huo Muhan and Yang Mie Mie as the innocent and unpredictable Su Nguyen, this short drama proves that even the most unconventional love stories can be the most captivating at first glance. Su Nguyen is a sheltered heiress with childlike charm, quirky, naive, and far from the typical leading lady. But beneath her wide-eyed innocence lies an emotional depth that sneaks up on you. Yang Mie Mie plays her with a sincerity that's impossible to ignore. Enter Huo Muhan, her uncle by title but protector by choice, a man wrapped in shadows, carrying wounds he never speaks of. Yulong brings a magnetic intensity to the role, making even his silence thunderous. What starts as a curious pairing, perhaps even absurd, quickly unfolds into something profound. There are moments that make you laugh out loud, others that sting with raw vulnerability. And just when you think you know where the story is going, it turns sharply, revealing new layers of trust, sacrifice, and redemption. This isn't just a love story. It's a tale about chosen bonds, about how loyalty can heal what fate has broken. Watching it straight through wasn't a choice, it was a compulsion. Highly recommended. And be warned, once you start, you won't want to stop. Where the Clouds Drift, There You Are, a short drama that soars on emotion and chemistry in a world of fleeting connections and 5 minute distractions. Where the Clouds Drift, There You Are stands out like a soft whisper that somehow stays in your heart long after the screen fades to black. Starring Yulong as Lu Jianbei and Mie Mie as Shen Yanchu, this short drama is a delicate blend of poetry and pain, laughter and longing. Yulong once again proves his mastery of restrained emotion. As Lu Jianbei, he carries the weight of unsaid words and unhealed wounds behind a calm exterior. Every glance feels like a conversation. Opposite him, Mie Mie shines as Shen Yanchu, graceful yet grounded, gentle yet unafraid to chase what she believes in. Their chemistry is magnetic, not flashy, but quietly devastating in its sincerity. The plot dances between past regrets and present hopes, set against a backdrop as dreamlike as its title. There are moments so breathtakingly still that they feel like poems in motion. Then, just as your heart settles, a twist pulls you under again. Yet somehow, you never feel lost, only more invested. What makes Where the Clouds Drift special is its emotional truth. It reminds us that sometimes love isn't loud or obvious. It's in the waiting, in the staying, in the way someone looks at you when you're not looking. It's in forgiveness, in second chances, in the quiet courage to say, I'm still here. Short in runtime, vast in feeling. This is one drama you don't watch. You experience it. Come to Me, a short drama that turns longing into a language. Sometimes, a story doesn't need many episodes to leave a mark. It just needs 2 actors who understand silence better than most. Come to Me, featuring Yulong as the cold and aloof Bozian and Mie Mie as the sharp yet vulnerable Cguyan, is a masterclass in emotional restraint, aching chemistry, and what it means to choose someone again and again, without words. Bozian is the kind of man who builds walls so high even he forgets what's inside. Yulong plays him with haunting precision, unreadable eyes, tightly held emotions, and a presence that both intimidates and draws you in. Then comes Cguyan, his exact opposite in some ways, yet the only one who truly sees him. Mie Mie's performance is disarmingly sincere. Her strength isn't in dramatic speeches but in her quiet persistence, her unwavering gaze, and the way she carries heartbreak like a badge of honor. What begins as tension, emotional distance, past misunderstandings, unspoken regrets slowly unravels into intimacy. The story doesn't shout its pain or joy. It whispers. And that's exactly why it hits so hard. One glance. One step closer. One line, come to me, and everything shifts. The drama teeters between tenderness and tension, with flashes of humor and gut punch reveals. It reminds viewers that sometimes, the bravest thing isn't confessing love, it's waiting for someone to be ready to receive it. Come to Me is a story about timing, healing, and the gravity of unspoken promises. It's short, yes, but its emotional weight is anything but. Don't blink. You might miss something beautiful, though I haven't yet confirmed exactly how many short dramas Yulong and Mie Mie have co-starred in. I've personally watched 5 of their works and each one left a distinct emotional imprint. Whether it's the gentle longing of The World Is Gentle with Me, the bittersweet devotion in the foolish Aerys and her devoted third uncle, or the poetic ache of Where the Clouds Drift, There You Are, this on-screen duo never fails to deliver. Their performances are magnetic, their chemistry undeniable, and their emotional range impressive across vastly different roles. I've been following their updates closely, eager to see where they go next. With each new project, they continue to surprise and move audiences, not just with the stories they tell, but with the quiet intensity they bring to every frame.